Hey everybody, welcome to another day of the Legends of Novus Kickstarter campaign. Just about hit that $15,000 Canadian mark with 297 people now part of the world of Novus. So for those of you that had the chance to join today, thank you very much. And thanks again to everybody who's been sticking around, making comments, watching videos, and sharing the Legends of Novus. Today I want to talk about two things. First thing is about the campaign. So if you go back into the campaign, you'll see that I've changed a lot of the image and graphics and tried to really simplify some of them because, as I mentioned yesterday, some of the commentary was that the font didn't seem to match up with the art style that we're going with, and some of the parchment may have been overdone. So that was an effort to try to give it a more authentic olden look to it. But we thought we would do a little bit of cleanup and just use the images on the white background. And that really makes the art shine and makes the components stand out. So if you go and scroll through that campaign and you think you like the changes, by all means, let us know in the comments. It's something that I'm still learning as a Kickstarter creator and game board our board game designer, and learning about marketing and what is best presented in these campaigns. So if you like the changes now versus when you first backed, please let us know. And it really helps for future development and for giving feedback to other people that are creating on Kickstarter. And it might just be the font, because the font is black on white instead of black on parchment. It might stand out that much clearer if you're just trying to scroll through on your mobile device or whatnot. But none of the actual gameplay or reward levels or any of that has changed. So it's really just the visual of the campaign from start to finish. Nothing about what you guys backed originally has changed at all. So wanted to share that with you. And the other piece I wanted to talk about today was about the rulebook. So wanted to make sure anybody that's been watching and part of this campaign, you know that the rulebook is out there. But it is a painstaking process as a designer to try to come up with a rulebook, not only at the beginning, but then each time you change something in the game. And sometimes you just don't realize what you have in your head planned out compared to how players would play it naturally. Or so to let you know how much time has gone into the rulebook, this is version 6 of the rulebook that's on the website right now and on the Kickstarter campaign. And each rulebook has gone through multiple retyping, multiple new images, multiple background changes, layouts of how the rulebook should be. And what I'm curious about is if you've seen some rulebooks in your past that you really liked and thought most games should emulate. I've looked that up online as well, but it's always good to know directly from backers interested in this game. Did you capture what the game is about from the rulebook if you've read it? Does it make sense to you? Or are you just kind of backing it based on the concept of the game and not worried about the fine details like that until you have a game in your hands? And so I'll put a couple of images on here of the rulebook so you can kind of see, or maybe as the video is going, I'll just have some scrolling in the background. But again, most curious about if you feel that the sequence is right, if the components are right, and if you had any glaring questions after reading through the rulebook about, I really don't understand how to play this game. Because if you don't know how to play it after looking at the rulebook and seeing the components, then I'm not doing my part very well as a designer. So I just wanted to let you know, the rulebook is fully available for everybody, and it's been available for anybody ever since about the first month of the game being created. It's just kind of evolved over time into this version 6 as it is, and within each version there's been adjustments as well. And I'm always a strong believer that if you want to play a game, you want to learn how to do it first. It's hard to really get grasp of deep fantasy games or fun strategic games if you don't know exactly what steps are supposed to be followed. All right, that's all I have for today. Now for tomorrow, I won't be doing a live video, so I apologize for that, but I've got some other stuff coming up, and I want to make sure I spend time where it belongs with the family, and I will make sure that I put something on there as an update and maybe a quick visual of Tabletop Simulator or something to share with you and a couple of words. Just to want to keep this sequence going to share with you one update per day, one video per day, because we're so close to the end here with only 6 more days to go. So I'll throw that on there or have it prepared so that I can upload it tomorrow for you. But thank you again for those of you who joined today, and looking forward to being over 300 backers tomorrow, and really was hoping that we can exceed that $15,000 mark, and maybe even get to 50% by the end of the weekend as we go into the last few days of the campaign. And this new image that I talked about, the white background and kind of that Gap-esque look with the really color shining on these elements, may help those people that are coming to the site for the first time through ads and through the flyers that got handed out at Gamma, and through other recommendations, and through the 1,900 people that are going to get that automatic reminder from Kickstarter in just a couple of days. So there's still hope. There's still a chance we can get this thing funded. That next 55% could come in a huge wave at the end, and that may be me being glass half full type of mentality. But trust me that in my mind, I'm also prepared for not funding and canceling last minute, and reaching out to the community that's already here about a potential relaunch a few months down the road. All right. Thank you.